Hello, it's nice to meet you again. This time, we'll be learning another English noun phrase, another pattern of English noun phrase, that is head noun plus participial phrases. First of all, we have to review first the adjective clauses that can be reduced into participial phrases. We have relative pronouns used in adjective clauses. We have who, which, whom, which, whose, and of which. So these are all relative pronouns. Participial phrases used in this pattern are formed from reduced adjective clauses with who or which only. Jadi participial phrases yang dipakai dengan pola ini terbentuk dari adjective clauses yang dengan who atau which dan di-reduce. Jadi adjective clause-nya dengan relative pronouns who atau which. If the relative pronoun is the subject of the relative clause or adjective clause, then the clause can be reduced to a present participle phrase or past participle phrase. Jadi kalau relative pronounnya adalah subjek dari relative clause atau adjective clause, maka clause itu dapat di-reduce menjadi present participle, yaitu kata kerja dengan ing, atau past participle, yaitu kata kerja dalam bentuk ketiga. For example, contohnya, the student who came late for the exam this morning was disqualified. Who is the subject of the adjective clause. Dalam kalimat ini, who adalah subjek dari adjective clause. The novel which was bought yesterday is a bestseller, which is the subject of the adjective clause. Jadi dalam kalimat ini, which adalah subjek dari adjective clause. Dua contoh itu nanti kita lihat dapat di-reduce menjadi participial phrase, frasa dengan participle. If the verb is in the active voice, it gets reduced to a present participle phrase. Kalau kata kerjanya dalam bentuk aktif, maka dapat di-reduce menjadi frasa dengan kata kerja ing. Contohnya, the student who came late for the exam this morning was disqualified. Who came late for the exam this morning can be reduced into coming late for the exam this morning. Sekarang kalimatnya menjadi the student coming late for the exam this morning was disqualified. Coming is a present participle. Another example, a man who has no house is called homeless. Who has no house? Who is the subject. This clause can be reduced into a participial phrase, having no house. A man having no house is called homeless. Having is a present participle. Now, if the verb is in the passive voice, it gets reduced to a past participle phrase. Kalau kata kerjanya dalam bentuk pasif, maka di-reduce menjadi frasa yang mengandung kata kerja ketiga. For example, the novel which was bought yesterday is a bestseller. Which was bought yesterday. Which adalah subjek, was bought, kata kerja pasif. Now you see here, this clause can be reduced into bought yesterday. The novel Bought Yesterday is a bestseller. Bought is a past participle. Another example, a man who is called homeless has no house. Who is called homeless? Who is the subject? Is called, passive voice. Now this adjective clause can be reduced into called homeless. A man called homeless has no house. Called is a past participle. Now this is the summary with the examples. A man having no house is called homeless. A man having no house, this is a noun phrase. Man is the head noun. Having no house is the participial phrase. The student coming late for the exam this morning was disqualified. The student coming late for this exam this morning, this is a noun phrase. The head noun is student. Coming late for the exam this morning is the participial phrase. A man called homeless has no house. A man called homeless, this is a noun phrase. Man is the head noun. Called homeless is the participial phrase. The novel Bought Yesterday is a bestseller. Novel is the head noun. Bought yesterday is the participial phrase. Okay, so this is all about noun phrase with participial phrases. Now you understand this pattern with participial phrase. Now are you ready for the exercise? Goodbye, see you again.